Hi. So I did the eye dilation experiment with my roommate, and it didn't work very well. And I think I have quite a couple reasons why it didn't. So I was intending, we did it in the bathroom, and there are no windows there, so I figured it would be dark enough. Um, and so I used this hairbrush as the stimulus, and I just smacked it on the counter. Last night we did 30 pairings. Those are my tick marks. Um, and so the unconditioned stimulus was supposed to be turning off the light, which makes your eyes dilate. Of course, you know. And the eye dilation would have been the unconditioned response. The neutral stimulus would have been the hairbrush slamming on the counter, and the conditioned stimulus would be that as well, just the hairbrush slamming on the bathroom counter. And the conditioned response was supposed to be eye dilation. Um, so I feel like definitely one of my biggest mistakes. Two of my biggest mistakes was letting her kind of tell me when she could see a little bit better in the dark. Especially because there was light from the hallway door interfering with it. Like we had the door shut, so it was pretty dark, but the hall light was still on. Um, and second, just the mere fact that I picked a hairbrush for my stimulus was not very effective because that is a very familiar would be a very familiar sound. Um, Also, so the intensity, she was just familiar with that. Maybe if I did it in a different environment, then it would have worked better. Um, so the novelty and intensity of it wasn't very good. Um, so there were kind of two stimuli, kind of like it had a compound stimuli effect because it wasn't just the sound that was supposed to trigger her, but she was looking she was looking at me when I picked up the brush and slammed it on the counter. And so that kind of prepared her a little bit. Um, and I gave her the choice to tell me when she could see because I figured, well, you can kind of tell when your eyes have dilated because you can see better in the dark. But again, because of that light from the door, it was probably a little hard for her to tell. She would tell me that I can see in 3 to 5 seconds. Um, and just, I think a couple things I would have done differently is I probably would have waited a little longer because I kind of compare it to like when you just barely wake up, um, you know, your eyes hurt, and so maybe I should have waited for a couple minutes actually, so that her eyes would hurt, so I could be sure that her eyes dilated because her eyes stayed dilated. I would do a couple more pairings over time, um, and I would make sure that there's no hall light on. Um, and I believe that's it. So it didn't work, and I guess I can try better next time.